Hello, welcome to this channel. Today's big question is, why is HIV treatment free? Now, some of you might be thinking, hold on. Well, if it is, it's one that affects more than 35 million people worldwide. And that's just the people who are diagnosed. Developing a cure for any disease is a long, hard process. There's a lot of things that have to fall into place. They're working with governments and organizations all over the world to make sure that people who need treatment get treatment. We can also learn that it's as important to be aware of the disease and to take steps to prevent ourselves from getting it. And we can learn that even though there is a lot of stigma and discrimination against people who have HIV, they're still human beings who deserve our compassion and understanding. They're also working to raise awareness about HIV and to prevent the spread of the disease. In addition, they're working to find a cure for HIV. It's a lot of work, but they're making progress. But I would argue that the reason we don't have a cure for HIV yet is because there isn't a lot of money in it for drug companies. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of money to be made in the HIV treatment industry, but not nearly as much as there would be if there was a cure. Think about it. If you're a drug company and you develop a cure for HIV, who's gonna buy your cure? People who are HIV positive. That's it. Whereas if you develop a treatment, then you can charge people every single day of their lives to keep taking that treatment. So the incentive just isn't there to actually cure the disease. The actual number of people living with HIV is thought to be much higher. And it's not just a rich people disease, it affects all races, all creeds, all nationalities. So if it's a political agenda, it's one that's been going on for a very long time. You mean to tell me that there is a cure for HIV and it's just free? Well, no, not exactly. So let's break it down. Is the disease a political agenda? Why have they not gotten a cure? Well, it's not that simple, folks. Or is there a cure but only for the rich? Well, now you're onto something. There are a lot of conspiracy theories out there that say, yes, there is a cure for HIV, but it's only available to the rich and famous. If that were true, do you think all those rich, famous people would risk their reputations by being out in public with someone who is HIV positive? I think not. Also, if there was a cure and it was only free for the rich, do you think the people who are currently taking the life-saving drugs every day would just sit back and take it? I think not. What is the World Health Organization doing about this matter? Well, they're doing a lot, actually. What can we learn from this? Well, we can learn that it's as important to be aware of the disease and to take steps to prevent ourselves from getting it. Thanks for watching.